Last season, they met just over an hour down the road with the Big Ten championship at stake. And today, there are enormous implications for the rematch. Ohio State comes into Bloomington to take on the reigning national champion, the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you for more on this Big Ten clash. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
We might not have said this a few years ago, but when Ohio State matches up against Indiana, it is a big deal. Keep in mind, the Hoosiers beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game last year on their way to the national title. But Ohio State knows they could be the team to beat in the Big Ten this year. It is all on the line for some early dominance when Ohio State takes on Indiana. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Buckeyes headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now in motion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This offense starts deep in a hole. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Hoover. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Motion from the wideout. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Snagged out of the air. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. And we kind of wondered coming into this game, did they want to run it up the middle? Do they want to run it near that big fella at defensive tackle? Because he's a grown man, makes plays all over the field. They try him early. I wonder if they'll keep trying it, because we haven't seen a lot of people week in and week out that has been able to block that big fella.
Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Hoover. Here's the pressure. Hit as he throws. Finds a man on the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him in lap.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. In the red area, it's Richard. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Indiana!
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Using his legs, it's Jackson. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
The Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. 4th down, Sayin. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Hoosiers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's Becker. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Offense changing the play. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete to the right. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. Third down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the fourth down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Now on second down. Here's Sayin to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
The Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. Sayin back to the air. Makes the catch. Can contribute a lot early.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with 1 more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Here's a heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Ripping through the... Intercepted and room to run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Makes it past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set. 1st down. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Tripped up for the tackle. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Timeout signal 4 by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Zayed. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Zayed. Got the quick pass. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Throwing, Zayed. Starts to scramble to the left. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's back-to-back plays that are not good for this offense. I mean, you've got to protect your main man. Your quarterback has to be upright to make decisions, to make big plays. Sacked on 1st down and a quarterback hit on 2nd down. Got to do a better job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Now here's Zayed. Finds his man in the middle. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Seminoles, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And talk about a great start to the season. This team is now 6-0 with big aspirations. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They'll open this third quarter with a run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And a lot of times they'll fit up front. You know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Say it. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Quick completion on the out route. Could not make his way to the corner.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Take their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The run inside. It's Richard. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to power their way ahead. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Hoover. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Snags it, and he's open. Smashes him with the stiff arm. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And he tacks on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Back out there. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Julian with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. And after the big play to start the drive, now 2 straight incompletions, and they need to find a way on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Buckeye!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Looking for blockers. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Play fake, Julian Sayed. Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he... His job, they have it at the 44.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's Hoover. He rifles one deep down the right side. Upstairs to make the catch. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. He might want another play. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Go! Replace! Looking downfield, it's Hoover. He wants it all. Touchdown, Indiana! He got it, beat down in bounds.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
Zings it complete to the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Leaping grab for a big gain. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
So trailing by 2 possessions late, they need a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score. The Buckeyes with an answer.
And a lot of times when you get down here in the red zone, man, it's players, not plays. Finding your individual matchups that you feel very confident in. And I'm not surprised they went to their go-to wide receiver. And I'm also not surprised that he won on the outside and got the touchdown.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. The defense will have to key on the run and try to get this ball back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass. It's Hoover. He's going for the big play. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Hoosiers trying to cash it in on first and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
Well, two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Hoosiers. A great catch and run for 6. The Hoosiers right back at him.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Upstairs, he's got it. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll go play action with Sayin. Forced out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation?
It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
From his end zone, looking to throw. Got to take care of the ball. On target to the left. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Gets it to the back. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Floating away. On the run deep down the right side. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Bringing it back at the 30. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. Took it all the way back to the house.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up for the onside kick, just a few seconds to play, and they will need a miracle. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this